to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone.
Kia ora, hello and welcome to Cowles Stadium in Christchurch. Sal's NBL Round 7. It's the Canterbury Rams who play second on the ladder up against the third placed Auckland Tuatara. Nick Bewley here for this one alongside Tessa Boagni. And Tessa, first things first, was what, 48 hours ago the Tuatara went down to Dunedin and finally handed the Otago Nuggets a loss. What did you make of that one, and what worked so well for them that they can bring forward to this game this afternoon?
Yeah, I think what we've expected and we've been waiting for with the Tuatara is that they've got so much experience, and they've got some really high caliber players, and that really showed. And then obviously some younger boys like Tom Beattie stepped up and really played well. And Otago Nuggets, they were bound to lose sooner or later. You know, it was coming. We all knew it was coming. So, but they stepped up and they showed what kind of a team they can be.
Conversely, the Canterbury Rams, well, they've had 6 days off since their 5th win in a row. That was over the Nelson Giants, but the Ty Wynyard era is over, and the Tom Webley era now begins. Tom Webley, for those unfamiliar, has just arrived from the States on Wednesday. Had 3 years in the University of Hartford in Connecticut, and he's straight into the starting 5.
Yep, 2 practices and you're starting.
Not unfamiliar though to the Sal's NBL, played in the Showdown in 2020 and averaged 11 points and 5 rebounds. A real big presence, and obviously Judd Flavel, Rams coach, has full confidence. There's the ladder. The Rams 6-1, looking to join the Nuggets with 7 wins, and the Tuatara right there as well. Really crammed, isn't it, between spots 3 to about 6 or 7. Top 6, of course, gets you into the playoffs. So every win counts, every bucket counts. Tonight's game here in Christchurch, the first of 2 on your Saturday. After this one, we'll be jetting to Fly Palmy Arena in Manawatu, where the Manawatu Jets host the Southland Sharks, and then the Sunday sesh, the Hawke's Bay Hawks hosting the Nelson Giants before the Wellington Saints take on the Southland Sharks. And the Saints, 9th at the moment, desperate for a dub. The Tuatara starting 5, Cam Glidden returns, having missed the win over the Nuggets. It's really back to full strength for the Tuatara with Jared Weeks, Cam Glidden, Ruben Tarangi, Charlie Dalton, I've been really impressed with this season, and Rob Lowe. They're coached by Aaron Young, who we caught up with a little bit earlier. All right, Aaron, well, 48 hours ago, you toppled the Otago Nuggets. What worked really well for you then, and how can you implement that this afternoon against the Rams? Yeah,
I think we came out with the right mindset. We felt like we let one go a couple of weeks ago against them, so our group is very resilient. We have a great mindset in terms of how we respond through adversity, and last game was a perfect example of that.
The Rams, they're without Ty Wynyard, they're without Jared Wilson-Frame. What are you expecting from them this afternoon?
Yeah, probably a big impact from Wembley with the, back into the mix with him. I remember him back in the Showdown in 2020. He was a big body, talented player, so Rams have done well to get him back. But I just expect everyone else's roles to go up. I expect T-Britt to be a little bit more aggressive. Darling's going to have a bigger impact. And just their imports are just, there are a lot of firepower on that team. So we just got to be sharp, be disciplined, and execute on our terms.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Well, Aaron's clearly had time to do the scouting between the win over the Nuggets on all the wheeling and dealings at the Rams. There is the starting 5 for the home team. The big news, Tom Webley straight into the starting 5. There he is, 21 years old, former Cashmere High School products, 3 years with the University of Hartford. No other changes with Taylor Britt, Tevin Brown, Walter Brown, Max Darling. They are coached by Judd Flavel, who we caught up with a little bit earlier as well. The post-Ty Wynyard era sort of begins for the Rams. Tom Webley straight into the starting 5. What are you hoping from him this afternoon?
Yeah, look, I mean, to be fair, he's been here a couple of days, so I mean, we threw him out there just to kind of, bring him up to speed with, I guess, with our starting group. Some of the guys that obviously know their stuff on the floor, be good communicators as well. So yeah, I mean, look, to be honest, I just want him to get out there and grab as many rebounds as he can. He's going to be in sort of positions tonight where I guess he's not going to know exactly what we're across or across everything. But just bring the effort every moment he can.
Tuatara, they just knocked over the Otago Nuggets 48 hours ago. I think you've coached like 4 of the starting 5, so you know their threats, but what's the key to containing them?
Yeah, I mean, they're very good players in their own right. They have, very good strengths, which is why they've played at a good level, at a high level. Look, I mean, we've just been zeroed in, dialed in on the scouts and knowing who the shooters are. And I think it's going to be done as a collective, of course. But they're very good. They dress the table up for everybody else, and their role players. We're not sleeping on their role players tonight as well. I think they came off that Otago performance, did a great job. So we've got our hands full tonight, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Good luck.
Awesome.
Well, the head-to-head brought to you by our stats partner, the TAB, and Tessa is a big. We've got the 2 best in terms of blocks per game and offensive rebounds too. It'll be really interesting to see in the paint, won't it, with no Ty Wynyard this afternoon?
Oh, definitely. And like Rob Lowe has 2.8 of those 4.4 blocks. So, and then them not having Ty, that's going to be very interesting to see, especially with, you see the offensive rebounds. Half of those will probably Ty as well.
And that leads to those second chance points.
Exactly. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep getting the rebounds with the likes of Max Darling and Tom Webley, or if they're going to struggle with that.
Will be interesting indeed. Our officiating crew, Marty Davison, Hamish Dale and Regan Ashley. Sellout here at Cowles Stadium. And rightly so. The Rams 5 wins on the bounce. 6-1 for the season. Looking to join the Otago Nuggets at the top of the table, and this Tuatara side ooze class, ANBL experience, and Rob Lowe, Sky City Breakers, Cam Glidden too, of course, Jared Weeks, Ruben Tarangi, and young Charlie Dalton. Doesn't he love crashing the boards? And one of the best haircuts going around in the Sal's NBL as well. Almost set. Last year, these 2 teams split their games 1-1. First time meeting in season 2023. And the Tuatara do the double on the southern swing. They dealt to the Nuggets. Well, it'll be the Rams. Their 6th win in a row. There's the tip, and there's the first touch of season 2023 to Tom Webley, and it's straight into the hands of Jared Weeks. So the Tuatara in first possession of this one. There's Rob Lowe up high. Tarangi getting to work down low. And Taylor Britt is copped an elbow by the looks. He's going to have to sub out too, Taylor Britt. And not the start the Rams would have been after, losing their point guard in the first 18 seconds.
But not a bad replacement. Quinn Clinton has been doing really well so far this season, so hopefully some more minutes for him, he can shine.
Here he is with the rock, Clinton. Glidden marking Tevin Brown. Here's Clinton back with it now. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Walter Brown puts him in a spin cycle. Might have been a travel, but no whistle. And Walter up and in. Sal's NBL Player of the Week back in round 3. He's been a little quiet since, but to be fair, he's had to pick up the toughest defensive assignment each and every night as the Tuatara push back to a 2-point advantage.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's probably doing the work behind the scenes that you don't really see in the stat sheet as much. Stopping their best players and defending full court. It's pretty tiring.
Indeed, Rams get the switch. Webley on Dalton. Back to Clinton. Again, using all of the shot clock. Clinton, Darling, lovely ball movement. Walter Brown wide open, can't get it to go.
There it is, the offensive rebound.
Straight out to Tevin Brown.
Lovely.
And Tevin Brown picks up from where he left off last week. 26-7-5 against the Giants. It's the Rams' 1-point lead. Dalton in the corner, wide open. Ops against shooting. And Tarangi now with 4 on the shot clock. Back to Charlie Dalton. Will let it fly. Back iron. And there's Webley with his second board.
It looks like that's the Rams' plan on defense. They're going to probably stay off of Charlie and look to double or just protect the paint with Webley inside.
But a bully ball from Max Darling. Can't get it to go. And ends up in the lap of Jared Weeks. Just slows it down ever so slightly. Low up top. Lovely cut by Cam Glidden all the way to the cup. And the dish from Rob Lowe, silky. And now foul on Glidden. Much to the delight of the Rams faithful here at Cowles Stadium. Let's have a look at the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. There's not a lot in that. It goes the way of the home team. Full court pressure though, and the Tuatara have it. Another steal for the steals leader in Sal's NBL 2023, Rob Lowe. He's with it down low, Rob Lowe. Kicks it back out to Glidden. Tarangi with it. Just weighing up his options. The FIBA going on off ball between Rob Lowe and Max Darling. They get the switch. Tarangi looks to go to work. And the foul is called on Max Darling. That's his first before the shot. Side inbounds for the Tuatara.
A little bit of push and shove already in this game. Max has to be careful with his foul trouble. He doesn't want to get an early foul trouble now that they're down some numbers.
13 points last week against the Giants, Max Darling. As Rob Lowe dishes off, here's Agent 97. Money from beyond the arc for Jared Weeks. The Tuatara lead by 4.
He's just a class act, isn't he? Playing so well so far this season.
Britt back into the game after that early elbow from Tarangi, and good aggression from Brown. Couldn't get the roll. Back with the Tuatara. Tarangi with it in the corner. A lot of switching early as Tarangi lets it fry. Front on. And Webley picking up from where Ty Wynyard left off from a rebounding perspective. That's his third, but stripped in the act here. 2-on-1, Glidden. Oh, lovely exchange between the two veterans, Glidden and Jared Weeks. It's Cam Glidden with the bucket. He has 4 for the afternoon.
That's just experience right there. Great fast break.
Brett back to Brown. Good defense from the Tuatara early. Walter Brown tries to thread the needle. Ends up with Darling. Can't get the roll. Webley with the tip. Pinballs around. Ends up with Dalton. Here come the Tuatara. Tarangi. Rob Lowe. Trying to catch the rookie out. Shows his years of experience, and Judd Flavel's seen enough. 13-5. Just a tick over 4.5 for the first quarter. And Tessa, what are you seeing? What's Judd Flavel not liking right now, do you think?
Probably just their defense. They're getting caught on the screens a bit, so we're getting mismatches inside, or they're getting transition as well, which we need to work on. But also on offense, it's so loud in here, goodness gracious. On offense, I don't think they quite obviously know Tom Webley that well yet, but he's getting mismatches inside, but we're just not, the right person isn't passing it, or that's passing from the wrong angle inside to get that mismatch. So just need to work on, probably it'll take a little bit of time.
Indeed. As we mentioned in the pre-game, only arrived in the country on Wednesday. So it will be interesting to see when the Rams potentially go small. They do have Aiden Tonge, Troy Baxter Jr., of course, one of their imports, still coming off the bench. But for the Tuatara, they've really picked up from where they left off in Dunedin. Glidden with 4, Tarangi with 4. Jared Weeks has 3, and Rob Lowe with his first bucket just then. All starters bar Charlie Dalton. with early points in this one. Tom Webley and Ruben Tarangi, I believe, teammates in the showdown when we saw the draft back in 2020. And this time a offensive foul called on Tevin Brown for pushing off, much to the delight of the Tuatara bench to our left. So another call going the way of the visitors early. Of course, no Jared Wilson frame either for the Canterbury Rams today. And it was a bit jarring, wasn't it, Tess? I turned on the TV last night, Jared Wilson frame playing for the Franklin Bulls.
Yeah, it was quite a jump scare, actually, when I first saw it. I was very confused.
Bit of discussion around a mid-season trade window too. We might get to that later in the broadcast as Weeks picks it up. 5 on the shot clock. Nick Barrow into the game. Lovely dish to big Rob Lowe. Won't get it much easier than that. 10-point lead now for the Tuatara. Need an offensive spark, the Rams. And tipped out of bounds by Weeks. So it will stay with the Rams. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And here is Troy Baxter Jr. There's Webley in the fast hands of Jared Weeks. Picking Webley's pocket. Here's Tevin Brown with the up fake. Let it fly. Oh. Can't get that one to go, and it's back with the Tuatara again. So a little run here by the visitors. Lovely drive and then kick to McIntosh in the corner. Can't get that one to go, and here come the Rams in transition.
Both teams have just gone a little smaller now, subbing off their starting centres. We'll see a little bit more small ball now.
Walter Brown with the hustle, back with the Rams. There's that offensive rebounding. Best in the league. The three-point shot, not so much for the Rams. He's back with the Tuatara. The Rams shooting at 31% from 3 for the season. That's seventh out of the 10 teams. Brown stays in front, but picks up another foul. That's his second. Not what Judd Flavel will want after his imports. Big game, breakout game last week, 26-7-5 against the Nelson Giants. As Walter Brown takes a seat.
I think that's just one on Tevin Brown.
It is.
I think the
two Browns in the game.
The other one was on Tom Webley before, illegal screen, which they're cracking down on a lot at the moment. Oh, good steal.
Here comes Brown now, coast to coast, but great recovery, Ruben Tarangi.
Oh,
and now Tevin Brown doesn't give up on the play, but it's back with the Tuatara. Jared Weeks resets. Max Darling in front.
He wanted this mismatch.
He wants this dance.
And that is why.
And a 3 in the face of Max Darling. Jared Weeks is having himself a season in the Cells NBL. He's got 6. It's got a little quiet in here, Tessa, as Taylor Britt draws the foul. And a real rotation there from Tuatara coach Aaron Young. 3 players back in. Kaya Isaac into the game for the Rams as well. He'll have the inbound. Rams gone cold on offense. Will it be Tevin? And read like a book, Cam Glidden. The steals are starting to rack up for the Tuatara. 2:48 to go in the first quarter. They lead by 13. Mismatch here, Rob Lowe on Isaac, and that is far too easy for a guy with the class of Rob Lowe. 20 points to 5. Here's Baxter Jr. with the mid-range, and the Cowles faithful finally have something to cheer about. First bucket for Baxter Jr. Ruben Tarangi coast to coast, and then with the left, straight back into it. Oh, what a follow though. Max Darling. An appointment with the rim. Is that the spark the Rams need?
Yeah, probably. They just need to pile up a few stops back to back now just to get back in it. They score and then right away they let the Tuatara back in it by scoring again. So.
Oh, miscommunication down low. Lovely find. And Charlie Dalton has his first bucket of the night. A bit of frustration creeping in for the home team. 24-9. Tuatara lead by 15. Isaac up top to Max Darling. Taylor Bitt trying to get to that left, does so.
Yep. Can't really stop him once he gets on that left.
Yeah, explosive pace. Taylor Britt. And that's his first bucket of the night. Bodies hit the deck. And the call against the Rams. It was quite hard to see what was going on there. We'll take a look on the GJ Gunholmes replay. Tom Beattie lost the handle.
Then just got sat on kind of by Troy Baxter Jr.
And a timeout called with a minute and change remaining in the first. It's Tuatara who lead by 13. And look at that field goal percentage, 11 from 14.
Yeah, you're never going to win a game if the other team is shooting 78% from the field. That is going to be a big talking point for the Rams. Their defense has just not been in it. But at the same time, the Auckland Tuatara are just taking really good shots that are high percentage shots for them.
And you look at the ball movement there too, 7 assists on those field goals. We did see this a couple of weeks ago. It was 24-12 to the Wellington Saints at quarter time. The Rams found a way back, went on to win that one, but yeah, it's just these lulls that the Rams is creeping into their game. We actually saw it last week too. They only scored 10 points in the fourth quarter. I know they led the Nelson Giants. I think it was as many as 22, but sort of took their foot off the pedal, and Joe Flavor will be a little bit concerned. Conversely though, Aaron Young, very happy.
The 2 points.
Yeah.
They have not missed a single shot inside the key.
Tom Beattie stays on the floor for the Tuatara, along with Weeks, Glidden, Tarangi, and Lowe. Aiden Tonge into the game, tasked with marking Rob Lowe up top. And Lowe just over the outstretched hands of Tonge, and then a foul call on Baxter Jr.
It's 2 very quick fouls for him. Not what the Rams we want him when he's one of the offensive threats in this team at the moment.
Yeah, and into the bonus as well. So first trip, I believe, of the game for either side to the TAB. Tarangi will shoot 2. The Tuatara, very good on Thursday night from the TAB, 20 of 21.
Jeepers.
As Tarangi splits them. Up until then, they'd been going at about 67%. So I don't know what worked down there. Maybe it's the cool southern air at the Edgar Centre.
It is pretty cold in the Edgar Centre usually.
Rams down by 14, last minute of the first quarter, well offline, real heavy there from Darling. He'll call that a pass. Kai Isaac cleans up. They need to get it away, the Rams, and then Britt just loses the handle into his knee. We've got about a 13-second difference between shot and game clock. And they go to Rob Lowe with Tonge in front. Bit of bully ball. Good work by Aiden Tonge. Kai Isaac with the steal.
Way to body up. That's how you have to defend Rob Lowe. You have to be very strong and physical.
Shot clock's off. 12 seconds to go. Rams with the last possession. Tom Beattie making a nuisance of himself. And strips Taylor Britt and takes it to the cup. Oh, can't get the roll. Cam Glidden with the finish, backing up. And that's the icing on a very impressive first quarter for the visitors. The Auckland Tuatara lead by 16. It's the Tuatara 27, the Canterbury Rams with work to do. They've only got 11. Welcome back to Sky Sports coverage, Sal's NBL round 7, where the Tuatara jumped out the gate and lead by 16, 27-11. Grab yourself 25% off any large pizza. That might be me later tonight after this one. Valid until Wednesday, the 24th of May, online only with the code crossover. Speaking of slices, the Rams need a slice of good fortune. They lost their point guard, Taylor Britt, in the first 18 seconds. He looks like he's recovered, though, and he really needs to dictate this offense, get something going for the Rams. Brown in the corner, can it be him? Doesn't get the roll, but great offensive rebound. That's what's keeping the Rams in it.
Yeah, definitely.
First bucket of the second quarter. Looking at the box score, though, Tessa, the field goal percentage of the Tuatara, 12 from 16, 75%. It's been a shooting clinic.
Yeah, they're just taking really good shots within their offense, and it shows that they've got a great offense where if you get good shots, you're probably going to make them.
Beatty catches Tevin Brown in the air, but Rob Lowe doesn't beat the shot clock. Or does he? Oh, a close run thing. Let's have a look at the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. And I believe he got it off late, and it is a side out of bounds. No bucket. Oh, now a complete miscommunication from the inbound between Darling and Britt. It's a little bit been the story of the game, Tessa. That's the 8th turnover on the Canterbury Rams. You mentioned during the ad break, that assist-to-turnover ratio has been so good for them all season. Not so far tonight.
No, now it's 1 assist to 8 turnovers. Yeah, they're struggling here in this first half of basketball.
Tuatara go back to what's worked so well for them the last couple of years. The year low, down low, Jared Weeks. And again, though, can't beat the shot clock, so defense is trumping offense at the moment.
Successful first 2 defensive positions for the Rams, I would say.
Full court pressure here as Clinton back in the game. Quinn Clinton, backup point guard for the Canterbury Rams. So they got Clinton, Tonge, the 2 Browns and Darling on the court. And Clinton with it. 7 seconds on the shot clock and an illegal screen on Tonge. You mentioned it, Tessa, that officials been big on that.
Yeah, you just cannot be moving at all. You can't get out of your cylinder, twist that hip a little bit or anything, and it's very tempting as a big when you're defending to just, push that hip out a little bit or keep that shoulder, but they're cracking down on that this year, and it's probably a good thing
Yeah, I agree.
to keep the game fair.
Clean it up, and as long as it's consistent.
Exactly.
Here's Glidden. Little pump fake, puts it up.
My
Nothing
goodness.
but nylon. Cam Glidden. He's got 9. The Tuatara have 30. And Tom Beattie with another steal. A timeout will be called again by Rams coach Judd Flavel. Tom Beattie, well, it was a breakout game on Thursday night by this young talent out of Auckland's North Shore. It might be it's at least his second, might even be his third steal of the night. He had 15 points against the Nuggets, and he is coming up big again for the Tuatara.
Exactly, and I've been talking about all this experience within the Tuatara, but it's the young ones also that have stepped up and are playing really, really well.
Out of Rosmini College, from the tournament team last year, the New Zealand Secondary Schools competition. Yeah, 5 from 9 from the floor on Thursday against the Nuggets, including 3 threes, career high 15 points. Tom Beattie, a real talent. Got plenty of them, these young guards coming through at the moment.
Yeah, it's exciting for New Zealand basketball for sure. And looking at this, 7 of the Rams' 13 points are second chance points. So if they were not getting offensive rebounds, they would be extremely struggling at the moment. Not that they already aren't struggling.
Yeah, well, their offensive rebounds, they've got 6 offensive, 3 defensive. When do you ever see that? And there's the steal count too. All these stats courtesy of our stats partner, the TAB, 7-2. They're not over-reliant on one player, which really is the hallmark of a quality side in this league. Lovely pass from Darling. Tevin Brown gets to the cup. The three-point shot hasn't been working as a collective. It's one way to sort that, get close to the rim as possible.
Exactly, they need to be a lot more aggressive and get to that hoop. They're settling for 3-point shots, but it's just not making it at the moment.
Speaking of settling for the 3, Glidden, we heat check, can't get that one to roll. Darling with the rebound, here come the Rams through Tevin Brown. There's Clinton. Tonge with the screen for Tevin Brown from the elbow. Halfway down. Interesting there. Call from the Tuatara bench. They're not happy with the rebounding. Don't want to see any ball hit the floor as Lowe finds Beattie in the corner. A little heavy. And Walter Brown with the rebound. Rams. A couple of stops. They need to build from this. Here's this action once more. Darling through to Tevin Brown. Now Walter Brown with Weeks in front. Tries to get the kiss off the glass, just a little heavy again. The Rams just trying to get on a run, but unable to do so. And here come the Tuatara. Glidden to Lowe. Eventually gets to big Rob Lowe before it kicks back out to Glidden. Oh, circus shot,
No.
Cam Glidden.
No.
Before the shot. Wow-wee, let's get a look at that on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. It won't count.
It was a really good try. It was a really good try, but come on, you were not going to shoot that.
Circus shot from Cam Glidden. The foul's called on Quinn Clinton, I believe. 25-footer off balance with one hand. Beautiful. Oh, Kyle Isaac almost with the steal. Back with the Tuatara. 3 on the shot clock. Need to get it up. Weeks offline. It's a concerning trend all of a sudden for the Tuatara, using almost all 24 seconds. They've had 2 expired shot clocks violations, and that one got pretty close as well.
Yeah, good to see that the Rams are starting to pick up their defensive pressure a little bit, because that really hurt them in the first quarter.
Tuatara finally had their first miss from inside the arc. 11 from 12 from 2. 17-point ball game But as we've seen this season in the Cowles NBL, no lead is safe. As Brown goes to work, can't get the roll. Glidden tidies up. And another foul call, this time on Aiden Tonge. That'll be his second. So Tonge on 2 fouls, Baxter Jr. on 2. Big minutes for Max Darling early. More defensive hustle this time, Tevin Brown getting in the way. Here is with Charlie Dalton, kicks it to Jared Weeks. What can Agent 97 do? Oh, right idea, slipped out of the grasp, but Dalton ends up with Glidden. Fade away, just a little short. Here come the Rams.
Another good defensive position, trying to keep them in this game.
Tonge, lovely pass to Kai Isaac again though, can't get it to roll. So the lid is on the Canterbury Rams rim right now. But credit to their defense. It's a real grind this second quarter. The Tuatara only have 5 points in this second quarter, and the Rams only have 4. We're almost 5 minutes through. One for the purists.
Yeah.
As Rob Lowe takes his seat. Speaking of purists, Casey Frank, Andrew Mulligan, Justin Nelson on Hoopheads every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock on Sky. Everything around the league and around the world from a basketball standpoint, including the NBA Conference Finals. The Miami Heat today, getting it done again in Boston. They lead 2-0. The Nuggets lead the Lakers 2-0. Appointment viewing also on Sky Sport. Walter Brown will let it fly. He gets it to go.
They needed that. They absolutely needed that.
Huge bucket. Can that start a run for the Rams? Walter Brown has 5 for the night. Tarangi, what a pass to Charlie Dalton. Can't get that one to go. They're going to live with that shot, aren't they? The Rams are just sort of trying their best to tempt him into it, the young fella.
They're saying, you shoot that, we like that percentage.
Tevin Brown couldn't believe the non-call on this side. Ended up getting picked up by Marty Davidson on the far side, and it'll be a trip to the TAB. Might even be shooting 3. We'll have a timeout first. Aaron Young wants to talk things over. No one's told Tevin Brown. Eventually gets through to him. But with 4:17 to go, what is it, 7 points to 5 in the second quarter in favour of the Rams. There's been some real defensive intensity, Tessa, but obviously points are the main stat that matter in this game, and the Rams need to get their offense clicking into gear.
Exactly. As much as it's been defense, I think it's also just been a little bit of passive offense. And a quite turnover-ridden quarter this has been, especially with the Tuatara getting multiple shot clock violations and the likes of that. But better defense for the Rams. Still, they're going to need to do better than 7 points in over half a quarter.
So Tevin Brown will shoot 3 from the TAB very shortly.
And I know Coach Aaron Young will not be happy with 5 points from Tuatara, especially when they had 27 in the first quarter.
Yeah. And Tom Webley will come back into the game as well. His first taste of Cowles NBL action in 2023. The 4 rebounds and an assist. Missed his only attempt thus far. And a bit of extra size to try and keep Rob Lowe quiet. Can't get the roll on that occasion. Tevin Brown with his first. This is the first trip to the TAB for the Rams as well.
Yep.
They shoot at about 70% as a team for the season. Makes the second. Can he make the third? Yes, he can. So the Rams cut it to 12. 4:16 to go in this first half. Cam Glidden to Tarangi. Gets around Walter Brown. Help D comes from Webley, but there's contact. In the act of shooting, it's on Tom Webley. His second. And it earns Ruben Tarangi a trip to the TAB.
And that's what you need to do when your team's struggling on offense. You need to attack the hoop and either get a nice close-in shot or the foul, just to see the ball go through the hoop and to get some points on the board. Unless you miss the free throw, then it doesn't really help you much at all.
I've clearly jinxed them because, as I mentioned, they just missed the one free throw last week in Dunedin.
Oh.
And now Tarangi, he's 1 for 4 for the night, but Nick Barrow cleans up. Rams went to sleep in the box out. Nick Barrow doing Nick Barrow things. Now Tarangi loses the handle. Barrow on the deck ends up with the Tuatara. Long three, didn't hit the rim. Another shot clock violation. What is going on offense?
I love that hustle from Nick Barrow. Look at that. Bodies on the floor.
One stat to watch will be that free throw shooting. Could come back to bite with Tuatara. You never know. 12 points. They lead by 3:48 to go in this first half. Tonge, Isaac, Tevin Brown, Webley, and Walter Brown on the floor for the Rams. Maybe Isaac handling Wembley. Did see him shoot threes in the warm-up, but I don't think we'll see all that much of that in gameplay. Here's Brown, Low in front, blocked by Low.
Yep, the leading shot blocker. Wouldn't want to drive in. Oh, drive in on him.
Harbour Bridge pass over to Beattie. Back with Tarangi. Rob Lowe loves a three, and that is money.
Yep, he's a big man who will shoot a three.
Don't dare him into it.
Absolutely not.
Find out the hard way. The Rams on that occasion. Here's Webley up top. Rams down by 15. The defence, Tarangi is just all over Tevin Brown. Webley's going to have to shoot and makes. Well, I told you, we saw him knock 3-4 in a row down in the warm-ups. And now the Tuatara are going to have to be on notice. That ain't no fluke.
My intrusive thoughts got the best of me just then.
And a foot out of bounds, is it? No, it's a foul on Nick Barrow. Well, here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. I'm trying to find Tevin Brown. Oh, bugger this. I'm just going to put it up. So the foul was on Barrow. That's his first. And back with the Canterbury Rams. Just need to put a couple of buckets here together. Some of the fans just saying, shoot it. As Tevin Brown loses his footing and the handle. What a pass. Jared Weeks.
Finish by Charlie Dalton.
The young fella can get up.
Yeah, and his sister Taylor Dalton's just been in camp with the Tall Ferns. I had massive FOMO seeing all the girls in camp the past weekend, and they're off to Europe soon, and then Asia Cup, hopefully to start the qualification process for the Olympics.
Really exciting times, and of course the Tall Blacks World Cup year.
Yeah, it's all
July and August. Yeah.
Got a pretty tough pool.
Overrated, I reckon. You got to beat the best to be the best. It'll be a huge challenge. The Tall Blacks, the United States, Greece, and Jordan, I believe, is the third team in their pool.
Is Giannis? Will Giannis be playing? Because that's the big.
Well, he's got time on his hands. First round exit.
True.
Tevin Brown with it. Kicks it out to Walter Brown. Max Darling will let it fly from three. Hooked on line. And here come the Tuatara again. Their transition from defense to offense. I'm really impressed by it. Here's Jared Weeks, again in the corner, daring Dalton to shoot it. Weeks will shoot it, and gets the friendly roll. Jared Weeks. And the Tuatara push their lead out to 17. It's their biggest lead of the night. The Rams can't get it done once more. Here they come, the Tuatara. Dalton to the young fella, Beattie. Halfway down, Webley had the handle, lost it, passed it back. Beattie couldn't get the layup to go. Last touch by the Tuatara. That was helter-skelter. And we'll be back with the Rams with 1:20 to go in this first half. But a lot of attention, and rightly so, is given to these experienced guys. Cam Glidden, Jared Weeks, Ruben Tarangi, Rob Lowe. But how about the games of Charlie Dalton and Tom Beattie? Really impressed.
The way they just slot into the team and do their role really, really well. It's impressive. But it's also probably awesome for them to play with four extremely experienced, amazing players.
Oh, no question about it. What a pleasure.
Absolutely. They'll be learning a lot at practice and games, that's for sure.
Isaac with the missed three. Rams haven't been able to get it going from beyond the arc in this one. Nice intervention there, Tevin Brown. And here come the Rams through Walter Brown. Kicks it out. Another three missed from Isaac. Gets his own rebound. Passes it off to Webley. And there's a foul down low. And Tom Webley will head to the TAB. Nice little dish. Kaya Isaac. Big slap on the wrist from Rob Lowe. It's just his first of the night. And a first trip to the TAB for Tom Webley. One bucket this evening, a big three. And hits his first from the TAB. 38 seconds to go in this first half. The Tuatara led by 16 at quarter time. They lead by 15. And looks like we're going to have ourselves a Sky City player timeout.
I love these.
You had experience with the player timeout last year in Taiki?
Yep, not to toot our own horn, but I feel like Porkai, we were really good with how we used them, and they actually won us a game against the Wellington
Tokomanawa Queens.
Tokomanawa Queens. Yep.
So you get to advance the ball. You can't have any discussion with the bench. It's just the 5 players on the court. So there'll be a 14-second differential between game and shot clock here. So they try for a wee 2-on-1, perhaps. Let's see. Tarangi gets it into Glidden. Weeks up top with Walter Brown in front. They get the switch. They kick it out to Dalton. And now Rob Lowe posting up on Webley. Dalton will let it fly. Back of the iron. And then a foul called on Lowe. There's a bit of confusion there. I think Rob Lowe thought the whistle was for a 24-second shot clock violation. He was going for the rock. He wanted a jump ball. In actual fact, I believe there was a foul.
Is that on Rob Lowe too? So that's 2 for him. 2
quick fouls on the Tuatara big. And that might put the Rams into the bonus. There's Webley. Another trip to the TAB, where he made both attempts just a minute or two ago. Averaged 11 and 5 in the NBL showdown for the Canterbury Rams. He's got 7 points tonight. Need a stop here. The Rams down 13. The shot clock is off. Last possession of the first half, you'd think. Walter Brown picks up Weeks. 8 seconds. Glidden back to Weeks. We shimmy on Brown. Kicks it back out to Lowe from distance. Money. What a bucket. Right on half time from Rob Lowe. He's got 12 in the first half. And there's been a lot to like if you're a Tuatara fan. And there's just a bit of confusion here whether there's any time left on the clock. Hamish Dale having a chat to Rams coach Judd Flevel. So is it half time? We wait. It's all a bit confusing here. Looks like it may be half time. Both teams eventually making their way to the changing rooms. The Tuatara lead by 16. Rob Lowe's had 12, including that big bucket there at the end of the half, and he's with Tessa Boabney.
All right, Rob, great first half. Bit of a slow second quarter. What do you think you guys need to work on here?
Yeah, look, they're a really strong defensive team, so they're going to come out in the second half, and we've just got to keep our composure and keep putting points on the board.
And how impressed are you by your young boys? They really stepped up, especially in the last game. How cool is that?
Look, everyone on our team, 1 through 16 of our development players, you know, they all deserve to be on the court, and they prove it every day in practice. So it's good to see them building confidence, and hopefully they keep them going.
Awesome. Good luck for the second half. And now I've got Tom Webley. Welcome back to the league. How has it been back out here?
Oh, yeah, pretty good. Excited to be back in the league. Just got back from college on Wednesday, so yeah, it's great to be back here.
Yeah, quick turnaround for you. You guys, a bit of a slow start. What do you think you need to work on here in the second half?
I think we need to get some more stops, really. Yeah, I think the big thing is defense. Scored 43 points, just about 27. So, yeah, get them off the line. Maybe some of those ball screens, they're getting some good-looking threes, so we take that away, I think.
All right, thank you. Good luck for the second half.
Appreciate the insights there of Tom Webley from the Rams and Rob Lowe from the Tuatara. It's half-time here at Cowles Stadium in Christchurch, where the Tuatara have a 16-point lead. I mentioned it to a sound guy a couple of weeks ago. It's just nice to like segue off the back of it.
Yeah, he's got really About 90 seconds, but do you need to go to the bathroom or catch up with someone? You sure? Because we just talk quickly and then we got another break. Yeah, I'll go after.
Yeah, go. Yep. Can we get another box?
Can we get the half time? Thank you so much.
Radio. Welcome back to Cowles Stadium, Sal's NBL action where the Canterbury Rams are down by 16. Great insight here, having a look into the Rams changing room where Judd Flavel talking it through with his coaches. A lot of heads down, Tessa, a little bit flat, and to be fair, this is almost carried through from last week. I know they got the dub against the Giants, but a 10-point fourth quarter, and now just 27 points and a half. Like, have you been able to pinpoint how much credit should we be giving to the Tuatara defense, or has there been some offensive looks and action that the Rams really need to tidy up?
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest, and obviously they're missing such a key component of their offense and what they've been doing for the past 7 games, so that's always going to be tough to figure out. But they're averaging 23 plus points a quarter usually, and they've got 27 for a half, so there's something that's off right now on their offense, and I don't think that's just purely the defense. I think they just need to pick the right shots.
Well, our stats courtesy of the TAB, and if it wasn't for offensive rebounding, the Rams could even be in more of a hole. That's been keeping them in it. Webley, he's just sort of slotted in. He's not Ty Wynyard, of course, but 7 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Look at those assist numbers. Just the 3 assists for the Rams. And Rob Lowe, he's just got such a varied game. He's not just yes, he protects the rim, yes, he gets up and down the court, but his 3-point shooting, his vision,
in fact, he has 5 assists and a half.
He's a serious talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the steals too, the turnover count will be concerning for the Rams. 11 turnovers for the half, and we mentioned it during the call. Tom Beattie, 3 of those steals, and he's been picking up the point guard, whether it be Taylor Britt, whether it be Quinn Clinton, and he's made his way all the way to the cup as well. So these young guys, Tom Beattie and Charlie Dalton, they complement what the vets do so well in this Tuatara team.
And how nice is it for the vets to just be able to chill and let the young guys go do the hard work on defense?
Well, Rob Lowe has 12, Jared Weeks has 9, and so too Cameron Glidden, and it's the Tuatara who are looking to complete this southern road trip. They tripped up the Otago Nuggets on Thursday, handed them their first defeat, looking to end a 5-win run on the bounce for the Canterbury Rams. Plenty more to come here on Sky Sport. It's the Tuatara who lead the Rams 43-27. (21-5) in points from turnovers and 24-12 points in the paint. Dominance. Yeah. Welcome back to Cowles Stadium in Christchurch, where the home team have a fair bit of work to do. Down 16, just 27 points in the first half. And we're just looking at the box score, Tessa. No fast break points for the Canterbury Rams. The Tuatara have double the amount of points in the paint. And in terms of points from turnovers, the Tuatara 21, the Rams 5. There's a lot that Judd Flavel will be very unhappy about. Defensively, though, there was an improvement there in the second quarter. But again, they've got to have to get something done on offense. Tevin Brown, just 2 from 7 from the field. Troy Baxter Jr., really interesting. He's come off the bench most of the season, just 3 minutes in the first half.
Well,
made his one bucket.
He got those 2 quick fouls, so they kind of had to sub him off really quick. So hopefully he can play a bit more, have a bit more of an offensive presence.
Conversely, for the Tuatara, shooting at 58% from the floor, 6 from 16 from 3. Cam Glidden, 4 from 6. Ruben Tarangi, 3 from 4. Rob Lowe just missed the one as well, 5 from 6. He's got 12 points, 3 rebounds and 5 assists for the first half. And a block for good measure. It'll be the Tuatara who start with it. And Walter Brown picks up Agent 97, Jared Weeks. Tarangi, pick and roll action, low, Weeks wide open. Can't do that. You love that if you're a Tuatara fan. But a miscommunication there defensively. And what a start. The visitors pick up from where they left off.
Yeah, you cannot leave that man open on the 3-point line. Or just open full stop.
In general, yeah. Tough shot. Brown from the elbow. And good hustle. Jared Weeks flings it back to Rob Lowe. And the Tuatara, their largest lead of the night, 19 of the no-look. Jared Weeks. Charlie Dalton absorbs the contact and one opportunity. Wow. Jared Weeks. The no-look GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. See if we can grab that again. Because Jared Weeks was looking right, pass left. That was so smooth.
And again, a great finish from the young guy too. As Rob Lowe was saying, all of their players who can step up and play, and they're doing it and they're playing with more confidence. It's awesome to see.
21 points lead now, the Tuatara. Can the Rams find something? Tevin Brown from beyond the arc. Bit heavy. Tipped by Tarangi. Back with Britt. Brown will let it fly. Walter Brown, that is. The 3-point shot has not been a friend of the Rams. That's 3 of 14 on the night. Fast hands, though, by Tevin Brown. And here comes the transition. Tevin Brown to Walter Brown. All the way to the cup. Rams need a stop. Tuatara, it's just a case of more of the same. Tarangi to Weeks, almost loses his footing. Low, back to Weeks, 5 on the shot clock. What a dish, just hangs on the front iron. Walter Brown needed to flick it in. Max Darling had no idea where it was. And what a defensive play by Glidden. on Taylor Britt eventually ends up with Darling. There was a bit to unpack there, Tessa.
Yeah.
Finishes with a foul and a trip to the TAB for Max Darling. Let's have a look at Malta Brown. Oh, balancing, almost about to fall out of court. Just stayed with the Rams.
Yeah, there was a bit of messy basketball there, but ended well for the Rams.
First miss of the night from the TAB for Max Darling. Just the 2 points for Max. Makes the second though. Cuts it to 18. The defense cry rings around Cowles Stadium. They need to stop the home team. They're going to stop this offensive juggernaut the Tuatara are. Low with Weeks cutting. Rim protection from Webley. Gets a piece of it. But Charlie Dalton cleaning up once more. Charlie Dalton's got 8 for the night. Three Rams players on 7 points. That's as good as it gets. None in double digits yet. It's Webley.
Unlucky.
Did all the hard work, couldn't get the roll. It evades Glidden. And Tevin Brown back with it. Here come the Rams. Britt. Mismatch here. Rob Lowe in front. What can Taylor Britt do? They force him to his right. He has to kick it back out to Brown. He'll let it fly. Money.
There we go.
Well, the Rams need an offensive spark. Will it be Tevin Brown who gets hot here in the third? 17-point ball game. And a call off ball. Rob Lowe can't quite believe it. Shake of the head. Or was it on Jared Weeks?
Oh no, Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe, that's his third. He'll come out of the game. Nick Barrow enters. So mini win there for the Rams. I'll be pleased to see the back of Rob Lowe. Can they make it count? Darling. Webley up top. Barrow in front. Tevin Brown, heat check. Just a little offline. Tarangi with the rebound. And a bit of extra sauce down low. And Max Darling picks up another foul. That's his second.
I'd quite like to see Tom Webley shoot a few more of those threes. They're leaving him open, and he made his first one. I mean,
why not?
Not much else is happening for them right now, so take the shot, big fella.
Glidden, good hands from Britt. Oh, this falls back into the lap of Glidden, who spotted a unmarked Nick Barrow. And he'll make that every day of the week.
When that happens. You play good D, almost get the steal, and then you give them an easier shot.
It's been that kind of night in a way for the Rams as Britt earns a trip to the TAB. Fouls on Jared Weeks. It's his second. And here comes Baxter Jr. as mentioned. Just the 3 first half minutes. Made his only bucket. Got into a bit of early foul trouble. He sparked something. He's had 4 20-point games this Cowles NBL season, so certainly can get it going. We've seen him jump out the gym as well.
Have we what? Flies in the air.
A timeout called. 5:46 to go in the third. The Tuatara led by 16 at the half. They've pushed that out to 19 at the moment. A full wrap of round 7 of the Cowles NBL. Tuesday night, 7:30 on Sky, the highlights show. Plenty to unpack, no doubt about it. At a very interesting point of the season, aren't we, Tessa? With, you know, the Rams have started well. Now they're looking to find a replacement for Ty Wynyard. The Tuatara are starting to find their feet. The Nuggets have had their first loss. It's like there's a lot that's going to happen in this league in the next month or so. I wouldn't, you look at the top 6 now, that's going to be completely different, I reckon, come the end of the regular season.
Yeah, definitely. But also at the same time, every one of these games matters so much, because we saw it last season how close it was at the end. We went right down to the last game last time of who was going to make the playoffs. So,
and every bucket counts. I know we saw a bit of how do we want to describe this? The meeting of 2 teams at the end of the Saints Nuggets last week. A couple of players upset with some late shots being attempted, but it's not like in overseas. It could come down to points differential as Britt makes the first from the TAB. He's got 5 for the night. Makes them both. Taylor Britt, certainly in the Tall Blacks World Cup conversation, as is Ruben Tarangi. Finds Nick Barrett, back with Tarangi now. He'll let it fly from distance. That is a smooth J.
That is a very nice shot.
So the Tuatara back out of a 20-point lead. Oh, that's a nice move, though. Tevin Brown answers immediately. The Rams need that in spades. Tuatara just settle things down. Glidden with Walter Brown in front of him. It just pinballs around and again.
The 2 youngsters end up with it.
Ends up with the Tuatara. Just a little bit messy. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Another no-look pass. This time Tarangi to Dalton, but nice recovery from the Rams. They're off and racing through Taylor Britt. He gets to his left. He puts it up and in. Scored the last 4 points, the Rams. Can they build from this? Glidden with a wide open Charlie Dalton. They dare him to put it up. Hits the back iron. Good hustle by Britt, and Tevin Brown has it. With Glidden in front. Baxter Jr. in motion, money. Aaron Young's seen enough. A 7-0 run for the Canterbury Rams. The GJ Gardner-Holmes replay is Taylor Britt, deceivingly strong, getting to the cup. And there's a bit of life in the Rams. Down by 13.
I think what's helped them is they're attacking the hoop. They're not taking 3-point shots now. They're getting fast breaks. They're playing good defense, getting fast break layups, or just attacking the hoop with Tevin Brown and Taylor Britt, and that's what they need. We can't keep settling for these 3-point shots, which they're just not hitting tonight.
4:18 to go in the third. Tuatara still shooting at an exceptional rate, 55%, 40% from 3. Tevin Brown leading the way for the Rams. He's got 12. Taylor Britt with 8. For the Tuatara, Rob Lowe with 12 points. All of those came though in the first half. He's been a little quiet after that third foul. Jared Weeks with 12 and Ruben Tarangi with 10, but contributions to Cam Glidden with 9 and young Charlie Dalton with 8. A real collective effort from the visitors.
It's hard to beat a team when all of them are scoring. Who do you stop?
They lead by 13, looking for their 6th win of season 2023. Glidden low back into the game. Tarangi comes up short. Baxter Jr. loses the rock. And that man, Charlie Dalton, once more. He's got 10 on the night. How many rebounds does young Charlie Dalton have now? That's his 6th. Taylor Britt back to the left. That's his bread and butter. Getting a bit more offensively, the Rams, from Taylor Britt this afternoon. He's got 10. Tuatara lead by 13. Weeks will let it fly. Look good off the hand, is good.
Yep. they're a good three-point shooting team, and the Rams should know that you cannot be leaving them open.
Punch and counter punch right now. Rams are firing a few shots. The Tuatara coming right back. The foul call though on Weeks, that's his third. We've got 3 players now in on 3 fouls in Weeks, Lowe and McIntosh. And 14 fouls as well, so 1 more and into the bonus. Jared Weeks takes a seat. Won't repeat what he just said. Webley, pocket picks. Here come the Tuatara once more. Lowe wasn't expecting it somehow. Oh, what on earth was that?
I want to see that again. What happened there?
Rob Lowe, the jester, he had the ball. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. It's behind his back. He uses his back, still gets a pass away to Charlie Dalton. Rob Lowe, he can do it all.
That would have been assist of the year.
What a night, Rob Lowe, and what a season Rob Lowe is having again for the Auckland Tuatara, averaging 18 and 9 for the season. 2.8 steals a game, leads the league. 3.3 blocks a game, leads the league. And the Tuatara back out to an 18-point advantage. And the young fellas, they love going to work. Full court press, Beattie and Dalton. 3 to go in the third. Here's Walter Brown. Uses the Tonge screen, but Low with the recovery. Isaac with Beattie in front. We float it, and 1.
Oh.
Is that off the right too? Kai Isaac showing what he's got in his bag. And an and 1 opportunity. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Yeah, off the right. Very nice. Liked it too. Kai Isaac. First bucket of the night, and a nice one. Cuts the Tuatara's lead to 16. Could be 15. Is 15. So Rams won't die wondering. They're just hanging in there. And they're going to need more than a bucket or 2 as Lowe lets it fly. Way to the left. Isaac cleans up. Here come the Rams. Crossover. Tevin Brown kicks it out to Isaac. Can't get the 3 to go. Been so good from beyond the arc this season. Kaya Isaac hit 7 of his first 9. McCall the last couple of weeks is Tarangi with the little floater. Oh. And just stands and admires.
Stood there for a little bit. Let everyone know.
And now Dalton getting to work defensively once more. Strips Baxter and gets the foul. Charlie Dalton, what an impact. The young 18-year-old out of Rosmini College is having.
Him and Beattie are just a menace on defense, aren't they?
A couple of Energizer bunnies.
Yeah.
Their tank, I don't think it ever gets empty.
No.
And here
Hard
is...
to be young.
I was about to say something similar. Glidden. Money. It's that kind of night for the Tuatara. They're back out by 20. And the air is out of the balloon here at Cowles Stadium. Aidan Tonge hits the favourable roll. 1:30 to go in the third. Low with it up top. Tarangi seems to have acres of time. Beattie from distance. Front iron. Hustles.
Oh, great
and last touch
hustle.
by the Rams right in front of the Tuatara bench. They're up on their feet.
Look at this hustle.
Oh, that's a veteran's play by an 18-year-old.
That is wicked.
It's just what we love to see in the Sal's NBL. Yes, we love our imports. Yes, we love our vets giving back to the league. But the young talent, as Ruben Fitzgerald gets his first minutes of the night and just goes straight down Main Street.
Efficient, been on about 3 seconds and has 2 points.
Everyone is stepping up for the Tuatara tonight. And they are sending a message to this league. Count us out at your peril, as Walter Brown. Too heavy. 47 seconds to go in the third quarter. Glidden catches Isaac in the air, out to Lowe. Dalton opts against shooting. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Beattie with Baxter in front, crossover. Oh, not in Baxter Jr.'s house, but there's contact and a foul. I think the block was clean. Let's have a look at the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. The foul, in fact's on Quinn Clinton. So a trip to the TAB awaits Tom Beattie. 2 points on the night, but that does not tell the story for Tom Beattie. 15 minutes, 3 steals, and a whole lot of hustle.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of his hustle plays and stuff has been tips off the rebound that they can get it. So he doesn't really get the rebound, but he was the one that got it.
8-second differential between game and shot clock. Clinton tries to thread the needle off a Tuatara player's foot. So we'll be still with the Rams, who are down by 21. We've seen it this year, haven't we, Tess? But it's going to take something very special against the team. Oh, Baxter Jr.
There he goes.
Puts Fitzgerald on a poster.
That got Cowles Stadium going a little bit.
15 seconds to go in the third. One for the highlight show on Tuesday, no doubt about it. Fitzgerald with it up top. 6 seconds to go. Dalton has it. Baxter in front. Beattie lets it fly. Can't get it to go.
Good shot.
So a highlight moment from Troy Baxter Jr., but it's been all Auckland Tuatara up until that point. They lead 70 points to 51 with a quarter to play at Cowles. Nuggets, sometimes when you're going too well with a win, you need a loss to identify cracks that have been papered over. Did you get a Prince off again? Sorry? Welcome back to Cowles Stadium in Christchurch. Thinking of a meal for tonight, 25% off any large pizza at Cowles with the online code crossover. Highly recommend. But Tessa, just going back to that first quarter, you picked it out in the break, 27-11, and what was it, a 19-point ball game? That's the story of the night, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the first quarter that absolutely ruined it for the Rams, because apart from that, in the other 2 quarters, they've only lost that by 3 points.
So the Rams, plenty of work to do. And that will upset Rams coach Judd Flavel just comes off the knee of Walter Brown. And back with the Tuatara, who are looking for their second win in 3 days. Beat the Nuggets in Dunedin on Thursday. There's been a couple of huge results on the road for last year's finalists as Clinton gets in between Tarangi and Barrow. Here come the Rams. Brown, back to Isaac. Money, makes it. Needed that one. Cuts it to 16.
But now they've got to get some stops.
Weeks hangs in the air. Oh, what a rebound. Walter Brown. Here come the Rams. Clinton around Weeks all the way. Gets the roll.
Has good aggression there, and that's what they need to do.
A couple of big buckets inside the first minute of the fourth after that first up turnover. 14-point ball game. Can they get it to single digits? Then you never know. Basketball's a funny game as Glidden lets that one fly. Hits the front iron. Baxter eventually with the rebound. And here come the Rams. The Tuatara haven't added to their third quarter score. Isaac, halfway down. Glidden around the back. Downhill, kicks it back out. No one there. Now Clinton and the Rams. Oh, the dish.
What a pass.
To Kaya Isaac. What a run by the Rams. 8-0 run, in fact, to open the fourth. And the Cowles Cauldrons found their voice. Tarangi with Brown in front. Wants the switch, gets the switch. Tonge, too much sauce. Another stop. Clinton, Baxter Jr. in motion. Money!
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
What is going on?
11-0 run. Canterbury Rams and the Tuatara call a timeout.
Holy.
GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Clinton, he saw Baxter Jr. hasn't missed all night.
Oh my goodness.
They are pumped. And I said, could they get it to single digits, Tessa? We got ourselves a game. 9 in it.
Oh my gosh. Wow. This is exciting. Just when I was about to say Cowles had gone to sleep, and they are awake again.
Well, we've seen some comebacks in the Cells NBL. 20-point leads not protected. I mean, this would be right up there for season 2023. Still a lot to do. Tuatara lead by 9 with 8 to go. The big thing is they got the crowd into this one.
Yeah.
Sellout here at Cowles. And they're feeling a little flat and dejected. Not anymore. Kaya Isaac with a couple of big plays. So too Quinn Clinton. Baxter stays out there. So too Tonge, Clinton, Isaac and Brown. Same 5.
Don't fix it if it ain't broken.
That's it. Brown in front of Weeks. Rob Lowe. Big screen. Weeks settles it down for the Tuatara from 15 feet. Back out to 11. Clinton calls the screen. Gets it. Got Tuatara in front now. 9. Lowe, in front. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Need something here. Baxter tries to get Dalton in the air. Can't get that one to go, but they get the offensive rebound. And they'll get another opportunity. Clinton directing traffic. Kicks it to Isaac. Spin move. He'll pass out low. Baxter Jr. detonates once more.
He said, on your head.
Gee, they love that here at Cowles. And why wouldn't they? He can cock it back, Baxter Jr. 9-point game. And a foul called. It's going to be on Clinton. It's his second. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Baxter Jr. wide open, lovely find, Tonge. And the hammer. It's great patience there. And young Aiden Tonge finding Mr. Highlight himself. Low with it. 7 seconds, lovely cut. Glidden kicks it out to Tarangi. Oh, way over. There's the pressure starting to mount on the Tuatara. Here comes Walter Brown. Can't get the floater to go, and no call. Weeks finds a cutting Dalton.
Nice.
Finishes with the left.
Great rim run.
Dalton's got 14. And a miscommunication as Baxter went to work. Dalton in front, doing it on both ends, the young fella. And they've just stymied the Rams' momentum ever so slightly. That Dalton bucket, and then the forced turnover. 6 minutes and change to go. Do we have ourselves a grandstand finish? Baxter Jr. with the hustle again. The defensive work.
Get it.
Back with the Tuatara. Darling back into the game. Glidden loses his footing. Weeks with the show and go. Dalton, Glidden in the corner, unmarked. That is quality offense from the Auckland Tuatara.
Great extra pass and recognition from Charlie Dalton. That was beautiful basketball.
The lead's back out to 14, and now a block from Tom Beattie. Transition, Jared Weeks. And what's the call here? It's an offensive foul. The bucket was good. Jared Weeks can't believe it. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
He did lead him with his shoulder a little bit.
A bit of...
So that could potentially be what the ref saw.
A bit of embellishment maybe from Tevin Brown. And he gets the call. And they call timeout to Tuatara. And 5:27 to play in the fourth. That's the fourth on Jared Weeks. One more and he's gone. 14-point ball game. The Rams did get it to 9. Here's this contact again. Oh, gee, there's not much in that.
Good sell, very good sell from Tevin Brown.
Both teams talking it over. The Rams got out to an 8-0 run to start this fourth quarter. It was their transition from defense to offense, often racing. See Quinn Clinton having a chat to one of the officials here. After this one, we head to Palmerston North. Stick around for that one. Some serious scorers in the form of Javion Blake, Mustafa Heron, Danny Pippin. The Jets, to this point, the only team to beat the Canterbury Rams, did so in this gym.
Very true.
Tuatara looking to become the second. The Jets hosting the Southland Sharks. Tip off at 7. Isaac brings it up. Tevin Brown with it. And now a call going the other way in favour of the Tuatara.
Another one of those offensive screens where you just have to stand still. You cannot keep moving into the player.
So the Tuatara coming up to the 5-minute mark, and they lead by 14. Aaron Young going with his youngsters, Beattie and Charlie Dalton, with Lowe, Weeks and Glidden. Tarangi gets a rest. Weeks lets it fly. Can't get it to go. Darling with the rebound. Isaac with it up top. Need to go the Rams. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Baxter Jr. with a third 3 of the night. He's feeling it. That's 15 for Troy Baxter Jr. And it's an 11-point game.
That's how many this quarter has he got?
Oh, what a shot in response, though. Cam Glidden haven't been able to get another run here, the Rams, since the start of the fourth. 14-point ball game. Two sides trading threes as Brown almost gets the circus shot to go. There's Baxter Jr. That three ball has been working for him tonight. He's just had the one miss. 8 points in the fourth. As Brown has a trip to the TAB. And makes the first. And makes the second is Tevin Brown. He's got 14 on the night. Can the Rams get a stop? Tarangi back into the ball game. Short break for him. Rob Lowe, Charlie Dalton. Players in motion. Weeks finds a cutting. Dalton blocked by Baxter. Back with the Tuatara though. Can't get that three to go. Cam Glidden. Here comes Troy Baxter Jr. doing it at both ends. He's just going to shoot. Heat check. Oh, it was online.
It looked good. I thought that was going in.
That would have blown the roof off Cowles with that one. But it remains a 12-point ball game. Jared Weeks. Low with the screen. Weeks. And a foul call. There was no call along the baseline. But the officiating crew, Hamish Dales, picked up something. Walter Brown fuming. He's not going to change it now. And Weeks will have two attempts from the TAB. 3:15 to go. Weeks makes it, playing on 4 fouls. He's got 18 points on the night.
It's just starting to look a little bit out of reach for the Rams.
5 from 7 from 3 as well for Jared Weeks.
Whew.
19, 6 and 6 for Agent 97. And the Tuatara have the 14-point lead. It's going to take some hauling in. That bucket really needed to fall from Tevin Brown, and it doesn't. And time is on the Tuatara side. They go back to Weeks, Tarangi, Lowe, the veterans. They try and get Cam Glidden into it as well. Errant pass though from Lowe, and Baxter Jr. has it. He hits the deck. Great hustle from Glidden. And they just decide to take their time with it. Baxter Jr.'s picked up an arm injury during all of that. And left a wide open Cam Glidden. They don't make them pay. And here come the Rams. Tevin Brown with a quick three from the corner. No good. Low tidies up. And Tessa Field, 14 points. It's just going to be insurmountable for the Rams at this point. They'll soldier on, no doubt. Every point counts in the Sal's NBL, but the Tuatara, real good response from them after that 8-0 run in the fourth to start the fourth.
Definitely, and that just is an example of their experience that they have. You know, having 4 players out there that have a tremendous amount of professional experience. 2 of them with our Tall Blacks.
Yeah. A lot of ANBL experience, of course. Jared Weeks, Cam Glidden. And they're just starting to find their groove, the Tuatara. This will be their second win in the space of 3 days. Also beat The Hawke's Bay Hawks back on the 13th of May by 31 points. There's likely to be 3 wins in the space of a week. They'll reflect very fondly on this week. And when it comes down to the race for the playoffs, there's 2 close run losses to the Franklin Bulls in overtime and the Otago Nuggets on their home court. Bounce back. 106-75 win over the Hawks. 93-84 2 days ago over the Nuggets. And now they've held the Canterbury Rams thus far to 68 points. And putting that into perspective,
to be the lowest.
Yeah, they're the lead. They lead the league in offense. Yes, they had that triple overtime game against the Hawks back in the early rounds, but 95 points they've averaged to this point. They're not going to get anywhere near that tonight. Tuatara have the second best defense in the league, third best offense, third best, or one of the best, excuse me, 3-point shooting teams going into round 7. Just so many threats. Such a well-balanced roster that Aaron Young and co have built. Glidden can't make the first from the TAB.
Not happy with himself.
And if anything, the Rams faithful will be hoping for him to miss both. I believe get something for free. Not today, says Cam Glidden. Baxter's checked out after that. It looked like an arm injury, and now a travel call on Walter Brown. The frustration just starting to boil over there. Judd Flavel can't believe the call.
The dragging of the feet, maybe. Looks like a travel.
1:38 to play. The Rams down by 15. That first quarter will certainly be reflecting on 27-11. That first quarter, 16-point differential, and a game where it's just 15 points between the two sides. Brown, corner 3, makes it.
Yeah,
Cuts it to 12, but too little too late.
You just can't start a game off like that. And like you said before, it was kind of like they came out just how they ended the game against the Giants last week.
Yeah, you put those 2 quarters together, 10 points in the fourth against the Giants and 11 in the first quarter of this one.
And that's still not even what they usually get in one quarter.
Yeah, 21 points, certainly. They've had bigger quarters than that throughout the season. It's something Judd Flavel and the Rams team will go back and look at. They did get their first look at Tom Webley this season. And I'm sure his minutes will build up, and I know the backroom staff are working tirelessly to find a new import. Walter Brown gets up and flings that one off the rim. With 55 seconds to go on this one. It'll be the Tuatara who come out on top. The Rams want to make sure it's not too damaging to their points differential, which going into this game set at plus 75. So certainly up there, of course, given where they're placed, second in the league. In fact, it's the best points differential in the league going into this one. They'll just creep down towards that 60 mark, you'd think, which will still be there or thereabouts. The Tuatara, in fact, will have the best points differential after this win. They're 6th. They'll go to 6-3 and join the Rams on 6 wins. They've had 9 games. And after a pretty busy week, as mentioned, 3 wins in the space of 7 days, they now get an 8-day turnaround. They are away to the Manawatu Jets Sunday week. The Sky City player timeout. The Rams able to advance the ball. Tickets to the big game. Still plenty of tickets available, I'm told, for community groups, sports teams. Scan that QR code. Get yourself to a Cowles NBL game. It's good on Sky, and it's even better in person. Dalton can't get that one to go from the corner. Here come the Rams. Walter Brown doesn't know how to give up, not in his DNA. Taylor Britt with the three. Don't get it to go. Back with Isaac. Oh, lovely little pass for Brown, but then blocked by Lowe.
I mean, didn't want to go back up again against Lowe.
Smart
Fair
play.
enough.
5 on the shot clock. Tevin Brown can't get that three to go. The offensive rebounds, though, coming together for the Rams, but Walter Brown's pockets picked by Glidden. Weeksy behind the back. Glidden, he just says, I've had enough. And that'll do it, folks. The Tuatara get their third win in the space of a week, their second win in the space of 3 days. They've come to Cowles Stadium and handed the Rams their second loss of the season. Final score 84 points to 72. As we mentioned, the damage done in that first quarter, the Rams just a little flat, and the Tuatara were red hot. 27-11 in that first quarter, 16-point advantage, and while the Rams cut it to single digits early in the fourth, the Tuatara found a way back into it, and it really was a shared effort. Jared Weeks and Cam Glidden both with 19 points. But young Charlie Dalton, 14 points. Rob Lowe, 13 points, 12 of them coming in the first half. And Ruben Tarangi with 12. Tevin Brown had 17. And he's standing by with Tessa Blackney.
All right, Tevin, unlucky. It was really that first quarter that let you guys down. What do you think overall? How do you think the game went besides the first quarter?
We just got to do a better job of executing throughout the whole game and locking into our defensive principles on the other end.
And you've lost a few players. How do you think the chemistry, did it feel a bit discombobulated? How do you think that all went?
We just got to get our new players introduced to the offense and the defensive schemes, and I feel like we'll be fine.
All right, good luck for your next games. All right, and I've got Cam Glidden coming to talk to me now. Okay, Cam, good game. How are you feeling after that win?
Oh, great. I mean, that's a really talented team. This whole weekend's been great. I missed the first game. The boys handled business and played really well, especially our bench. Big credit to them. And then this game, tough doubleheader for us, but we stayed strong when we needed to. They went on their runs, and they were hard to contain at times, but we stuck strong.
And that's 3 wins in 7 days. Now you've got an 8-day break. What do you think you guys are going to do? How are you going to regroup, get back out there for the next half of the season?
Yeah, I mean, next half of the season is the most important, right? So we've got a few home games coming up, which would be great getting in front of our fans, but really just get better at what we're doing, and you know, every time we can get on the training track and get better, I think it will put us in good stead going into the playoffs.
Good luck for the rest of the season. Thank you.
Appreciate the thoughts there of Cam Glidden out of the Tuatara, Tevin Brown out of the Canterbury Rams. And Tuatara, their 6th win of the season, as Tessa mentioned there, 3 wins in the space of a week. The points leaders, courtesy of the TAB, Cam Glidden, Jared Weeks, both with 19 points. Young Charlie Dalton, though, hasn't he had himself a season? 14 points on the night, 6 from 12 from the field, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Him and young Tom Beattie making their presence felt in this league. Walter Brown leading the way for the rebounds for the Rams. Tevin Brown, 17 points on the night. Baxter Jr. with 15. Just not enough in that first quarter, coming back to bite the home team. So in round 7 so far, We've had the Auckland Tuatara beat the Nuggets 93-84 down there in Dunedin. The Franklin Bulls getting a win on the road 78-71. And would you believe it, the Auckland Tuatara, all road teams winning thus far in round 7. Tuatara coming into the Canterbury Rams gym, handing them their second loss of the season, 84 points to 72. Do stick around in about 8 to 9 minutes time. Our attention turns to the Fly Palmy Arena in Manawatu, where the Jets host the Southland Sharks. The Jets 5th on the Cells NBL ladder. The Sharks just in there in the 6th spot, the last playoff spot. Then tomorrow, the Sunday sesh, Hawke's Bay Hawks hosting the Nelson Giants, and then the Wellington Saints, who have started the season 2-5. They're back home and have a visit from, I'm not sure if it is the Southland Sharks. In fact, it might be. Yeah, gee, that's a quick turnaround for the Southland Sharks. 2 games in the space of 24 hours. That'll do it, though, from Cowles Stadium in Christchurch, where the Auckland Tuatara had their 6th win of the year, 84-72.